It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. If you're wondering what the heck is going on the regular show for Do It Bitch, the losers had to swap clothes. Bird and I lost, and so he's wearing what I wore to work, and I'm wearing what he wore to work, which is coveralls, a cowboy hat, nice button-up shirt, and he's dressed in all black, head to toe, baby.
Not much of a punishment, but I guess we don't always have to, injure ourselves.
It's more of a punishment for Kevin.
Kevin's definitely, absolutely got the low end.
You underperformed in the game, and he got slapped.
Right. I got a cool outfit.
You are just winning on all fronts.
Gotta be great, isn't it?
I love it. The best loss ever.
The outfit even goes great with your hair.
It does.
My hair looks insane.
No, it doesn't. Your hair looks great.
I gave myself a haircut the other day. It's all uneven.
No,
shit.
it's not. It looks good.
Well,
if you looked bad, who would tell you?
You would. So I'm not sure what's worse. I don't know. When you're overly nice or when you're overly mean.
Just take a fucking compliment.
Well, do go on then.
You look tight, bruh.
He does.
Thank you.
He looks fantastic. Somebody has already sent in some different photos. People like the clothing swap. But,
okay.
Apparently I look like a guy from South Carolina, they said.
Are they making memes and mocking? Because that's what people love to do.
Well, I think Kevin looks great as a cowboy. Not to keep sucking each other's dicks over here, but I mean, we're off the regular air. This is the podcast. Okay, I can say that.
He looks peculiar.
Well, Kevin's not extra like that.
No.
But he looks good. Imagine if all of a sudden Kevin became a cowboy.
Or just a peacocker every day. If Bird and I just completely changed up how we did it, I was the guy that was, oh my gosh, look at what he's wearing today.
Yeah, I would wear nice clothes. You come in with a pirate outfit.
Yeah. It work out well. What I was hoping to wear today, we didn't get done in time, but Bob from Sugar Tip Moonshine sent this in. Who the fuck is Kevin Thurston? That's from yesterday's show where somebody had asked their father-in-law. They're like going, hey, that washboard you have there is from the Kevin Ralston's hometown. He's like, who the fuck is Kevin Thurston?
That's amazing.
That sugar tit guy is nice. I like him.
Yeah, he's quick, too. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd seen in the chat today that they said they had some KVJ Nationers that rolled into Sugar Tip Moonshine there in South Kakalaki.
I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's a good little area. If you're kind of up there in the Clemson area of South Carolina, it's beautiful. There's so many cool little towns up around there. Make sure you stop by Sugar Tip Moonshine.
KVJ Nation travels well, and they like to drink. So, yeah, if you open your arms to KVJ Nation, your bar, restaurant, distillery will see a bump.
We are very fortunate and blessed. Anytime we go on a vacation, we do meet up with KVJ Nationers all over the country.
And they're ready to drink.
They are ready
They are so ready to have a shot or a cocktail, and that's why we love them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, got some other emails here today. People sounding off on some stuff that happened on the regular show. One was Am I the Jerk? Telling a story about how this bride thought it'd be a great idea to do mixed seating where you weren't allowed to sit with the person you came to the wedding with. She wanted everybody to kind of get to know each other, so they would put them at different tables, and here she was sitting at a table. Her husband's at all the way across the room, and she's just having awkward conversation, or nobody's really talking, and she's like, you know what, this is just... So she goes and swaps places. The bride saw it, got wind of it afterwards, called her up and said, it's just really rude that you would do that, and you just kind of ruined my wedding. Like, you know, if you didn't like it, if it wasn't your thing, you should have got up and left. She's
well,
like,
then half the people would have been gone from your reception, because I can tell you right now, most of the people didn't like it that they weren't allowed to sit with their chosen partner for life.
Well, it almost sounds like you've entered a swingers party or something.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
It's just dumb.
Well, one comment we got said, for crying out loud, a wedding is one day. You can't just sit with other people for a few hours to make the bride happy. Maybe she thought she was doing something nice to where people could meet, maybe find something in common to become friends or something. Oh, gosh, what a horrible person she is.
Boy, I do not want to.
This person's an idiot. Sorry. This is not the time or place to separate people. You're in a room of strangers. Chances are you don't know most of the people at this wedding. And it's awkward to sit at a table with people you don't know and have to make small talk with them. A lot of people, I mean, I would be fine doing it because I'm probably drunk, but a lot of people have social anxiety. And now you're taking someone and putting them in a fearful situation that they try to avoid at all costs. Mm-hmm. It's actually a jerk move.
That really is a thing. I know a lot of people who suffer from social anxiety.
Yes, I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody. I don't give a shit. But
we know.
Most people are afraid of that situation. So why would you want to make people upset?
Well, it's her day. It's her wedding. Yeah.
I'd be out just like the queen. Kevin's wife would have never put up with that.
Yeah, no, she would. She'd just be like, I'm not doing this. She's like, let's go. So.
And pick up our envelope that we left with the gift.
Yeah.
It's on the way out.
On the way out, take the cash back.
It's a cat turd.
One other thing that we have been talking about today on the regular show was this woman is going to try to sue her ex-boyfriend. He's 38, she's 34, and I guess he had strung her along for years, saying, yeah, one day we'll have a family, one day. And so she stayed with him, and then he broke up with her, and she's like, you took away my childbearing years. And people are saying, this isn't going to go anywhere. She's upset. She's lashing out. And look, you got to be responsible when you're in relationships, and you got to decide if it's that important to you to say, above all else, I have to have children. And I want to have a family. I want all that. That means everything to me. I'd like to do it with you, but if you are not going to be doing it, you need to level with me. And like I was saying, if you were at that age, then you probably need to put a little bit of a time frame on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just what you want in life.
And your time frame is not ultimatum for him. Your time frame is for you.
Right.
And you're telling yourself, okay, I'm going to invest 2 years in this relationship with this man who's making these promises. And if after 2 years we don't have any progress on the promises, I got to move on for me because I want this for me. And if he doesn't want it, hey, not everybody's goals line up.
There is part of that I would, if I were friends with this person or talking to me about it, I say part of what your theory is dangerous. How much do you love your husband that you're with, or this, I guess your boyfriend? Do you care about being with him no matter what happens in life? Because sometimes when you say, hey, look, I got to have this by this age, that by that age, I really never see that working out for people, because you could then get with somebody, then you have all kinds of fertility problems and other issues. And then you realize, gosh, this person doesn't really make me happy. I'm with them, and now I'm kind of going through the motions. Sure, I have the kids, but I thought it was going to be so fulfilling, and it's not. And sometimes you just got to kind of watch. If you are happy and content in relationships, sometimes you be like, you know what, I'll take what comes with it. So I don't know. I think that's a little bit dangerous. Nikki said I got to push back a little bit because she was saying the 2 years. I've been with my husband since we were in high school, so 2 years. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't apply then. I mean, she's talking about her childbearing years. So I'm saying that for somebody that if you are in your early 30s, she was 34. So I was saying, okay, you don't, maybe for her, she doesn't want to get too much into or around 40 or too far into her 40s before having kids. And look, I think there's part of that play, too, where, for me, I had Cannon when I was 35. And I realized for me, I didn't want to be much older than that and have a kid because I've seen it. I've got other guys that are older with younger kids. In fact, that guy in my neighborhood has that. He's much older, and he's got younger kids. I was like, it's tough to keep up with them.
How's he looking?
Oh, he's pissed off.
He's doing okay, but you do. I mean, it's just life. It's just the way it goes. If you want to be active, I was able to throw the football around with Cannon, play basketball with him, do all those kind of things. Still can, but if I'd have waited another 10 years, and the people that I see that are much older, let's say that they're 45, 55 when they have their kid, then, yeah, they're not really actively involved in going out there and doing a lot of those things that I wanted to do. So I'm like, if I'm going to do this, like 35 is about my tap out age.
I got to an age, because, I mean, at one point, I definitely wanted a kid, but then I got to a certain age where I said, it's just not in the cards for you, man. It's just, it's not. You're getting, not that you couldn't do it, of course you can do it, but for me, to Kevin's point, you know, I can't even lift up a bag of sugar.
You have money instead. You can actually go and buy stuff for you.
Yeah, but I mean, I love kids. And
if baby Lachlan.
Exactly. I have a great godson. That's that I get to spend, and then I get to leave.
Absolutely.
But I never want to leave that kid. It's just such innocence.
He is so sweet. He came to visit us for Denny's birthday, and he's here, and he brought his dad a birthday present. Aww.
It's so awesome to see. Yeah,
and they're raising him right, too. They're raising him with manners, and he's such a sweet kid.
Yeah. I'm excited for them because they're in an awesome time of life. You know, something you always look back and be like, hey, that was awesome just to have had that experience. So, yeah, it's fun to see them. Now, we were talking a little bit about Target. They got a new 10-4 policy, in-store sales down 3%. They want to try to improve that. So if you work at Target, if you're within 10 feet of somebody, you need to, be friendly, greet them. And within 4 feet, you need to kind of strike up a bit of a conversation. A majority of people, 60 to 40, said, you know what, don't talk to me.
I don't need a conversation. Now, acknowledgement and kindness, yeah.
Yeah, you want just good customer service and leave me the fuck alone. You ever have that at a restaurant where who's ever waiting on you is just a little too comfortable and familiar, and they almost say, hey, could I please get some honey mustard? I don't know, can you? I'm like, all right. Then they'll sit down at the table. And you're like, can I have my fucking honey mustard, please?
That's amazing. Yeah, and we were wondering, at least I was, is it possibly because Amazon, versus Target? Target's probably saying, look, Amazon's got such a lead, such a head start. They do delivery so much better. We don't want to get in that and have that kind of game. Target needs the in-store where, Amazon is not known for that. But Janet said Target has Target Circle where the prices are cheaper if you buy online and pick up in store. The staff had told me that they were pushing that versus buying at the store. So it's weird that they now want more people coming into the store to buy things. This happened just a month ago that they had told me that.
The thing I'll say about buying stuff online, especially clothes, I bought my couch online without trying it out. Dumbest shit I've done all year long. I hate my couch.
Oh, no, you've done some really dumb shit.
I mean, that one is out there because it's honestly, when you sit on there, you feel like you're just kind of laying on a pile of bones. Yeah, and it wasn't that cheap either.
How many shitty couches have you bought? I know of 2, and now is this 3?
Probably.
At this point, it's almost impressive in the wrong way that you always buy a terrible couch.
You need to outsource this project. Let Honeyface pick your next couch.
Believe me, she's had some words about the couch.
It's amazing. I did see that it seems like they're trying to get malls going again, and they're putting some focus in that. And it's interesting the strategies that they're having. And they said young people are coming out because I think what it is everything had kind of gone online. Everything was virtual. Everyone was staying inside of their houses. And I think it's still happening at a great clip. But there are some people that said, you know what, I do like a little bit of interaction. I think we are wired for a little interactivity when it comes to humans. There's something about, look, if you're completely in isolation, you kind of go a little bit crazy. We are just built to interact with each other. And so malls are saying, I think some people do want to come out. So they're taking different strategies. One of them was what the Gardens Mall is talking about doing in Palm Beach Gardens. They had been really averse to having Dick's Sporting Goods opening up there. Now, apparently, that has switched, and they've actually changed their tune because when Dick's Sporting Goods goes into a mall, they like doing the superstore. That's more of an interactive playground. Sure, they'll sell you stuff, but a lot of it will be huge rock climbing walls and games and all this kind of stuff.
It's like a Dave & Buster's with a retail aspect.
Right. And they were saying that is one of the features. It's bringing people back to malls. And the other one is Netflix is doing in-mall experiences. where some of their shows, they'll create scenes and sets and interactive things. If you love Stranger Things, they'll have a lot of the things that are set where you go on to set design, you take photos. It's like you're in there.
It's
like
Instagrammable.
Yeah, like you were on the Stranger Things. And so what they find is people will come out for it. It's great for us to advertise shows that maybe people haven't seen. But then when somebody takes a photo of them on the Stranger Things set and they're posting it all over social media, that's great marketing for a Netflix show.
Absolutely.
I was like, that's really smart. And they're really leaning into that. They're getting ready to open one. And I think the largest or second largest mall in America, it's in Philadelphia. And so they're just like this weekend opening up that experience just in time for the holiday season.
Is it that King of Prussia Mall?
Might be. I bet it is. Yeah.
King of Prussia Mall is impressive.
I have heard of it.
I've been
never
to
been.
it.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
Yeah, so you could see that, Aventura is our biggest mall here in South Florida. So I could see maybe some of those things starting to open up. And they've done a little bit of that at Aventura. They've had those kind of experiences where you can go out for a limited time and check some things out. So, who knows? Malls may not be dead, and creating them almost as interactive, almost like it's part theme park, part shopping experience. And they were interviewing some younger dudes that were there and saying, look, we're seeing that Gen Alpha is coming out, that they're liking the experience. And they said, you know what? It's all about the experience. We didn't really need anything. We just like coming out, seeing stuff. And then you still get that pleasure center reward when you purchase something. You'd be like, that's kind of fun. I walked away with something that I like.
Yeah.
Look, people need people. If you don't start needing people and you're stuck in solitude all the time, and I think solitude is a great thing for people, but if you have too much of it, you turn into Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
Yeah, I know him.
I hope not personally.
Not personally. His brother turned him in.
Good, he should have.
His brother saw all the signs and said, y'all, my brother is the Unabomber, and turned his own brother in.
You have to turn your brother in.
He's killing people.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, the blood's almost on your hands. If you know about it, you don't say anything.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember in high school, that was our big activity, was going to the closest mall that we had, and you'd just walk around. You'd see everybody, and so when that kind of started to go away, it made me a little bit sad. So to see it coming back, and honestly, if Netflix is doing it, the potentials are endless. You could have pet stores that have all kinds of interactive stuff, and you could learn a little bit about the animals to find out, does this even make a good pet for me? Because you may not even realize. You may think you want a pet iguana. Not that you can get them in South Florida.
Do not get a pet iguana,
pet
y'all.
snake, whatever it might be.
I mean,
you may realize what it's like to care for that animal by interacting with it, or the damn thing bites you and you're like, oh, I don't want a snake.
I don't want a viper.
Yeah, that was silly. Yeah, so I think it's kind of cool that they're doing that. So expect to see that more. I know Mall of Wellington Green, they're talking about doing that stuff. Hopefully the Dick's is going to be going in soon.
Very well played.
Well, if you do it right, it's going to go in this weekend.
That's right. It might go in multiple ways, too.
Show me on Denny's.
Okay.
It's his birthday.
It is his birthday.
Happy birthday, Denny's. Got a present for you.
Come take this dickin'.
Yeah.
All right, bend over and pick this up. Is this... Okay, I thought.
Oh, is Lachlan still in there?
No, they left.
No, they left. Okay, good.
That's
Sorry.
It's horrifying.
Sorry, Lachlan, I don't want you to hear about us raping your dad. It's a lot.
And Curtis said you guys were talking about the Love is Blind show and how it's such a feel-good show to watch. Well, there's another show out there that's called The Great British Bake Off, and it also is a awesome feel-good show. Everybody's so sweet and so nice to each other, and it's on Netflix.
So the one I always talk about was Love on the Spectrum, which is a very feel-good show. And maybe I wasn't here when you guys talked about Love is Blind. I don't know that one, but the British Bake Off is it. You know what it is? It's nothing heavy. It's just you're watching something light and you know you're not going to have some kind of horrible thing happen. You're just watching people compete.
The only thing heavy is the heavy whipping cream.
She's losing her mind.
I did get in a little bit of Kahlua.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a little
She's
bit.
loosened up a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And kind of answering our Muppet question. Karen had said, yeah, Kermit is the only Muppet to be on Sesame Street and The Muppet Show.
Okay, I knew I wasn't going crazy.
He did both gigs.
That's what he did. I remember he would open it up. It's The Muppet Show. And yeah, they would open up.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Snuffleupagus. It's very sad.
Yes,
Stuffy's sad as fuck.
Snuffleupagus was sad.
Snuffleupagus needs to sit down with somebody.
Snuffleupagus and Eeyore, the two saddest characters.
I'm not sure who. I think Eeyore might be even sadder. Piglet wasn't no warm treat to be around either.
They could all use a little therapy.
Winnie the Pooh running around with no pants on. they're fucking scarred.
I love that.
Pooh be a little bad.
Pooh, Porky Pig in it.
Pooh be a little naughty.
Got a comment here about the No Name movie game. Jeremy thinks that we should play one time with our spouses. I think we have done that a long time ago, but yeah, it'd be fun to do again. The only problem is, my wife is a teacher, and so she's active. It'd have to be something in the summertime, but, maybe there would be a time where our partners could be free to play.
I love it.
Yeah. So we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, maybe this summer coming up after that's all done. Some other stuff going on here today through some of your emails. Mr. Howe is saying, I still hold by using mayonnaise on your grilled cheese. Mayo on the grilled cheese is great and even better than butter.
That's the most disrespectful email we've gotten all week.
The butter, if your mayonnaise tastes the same on your grilled cheese as your butter, you're using shitty butter.
Okay.
Good butter is just amazing.
And warm mayo, I don't know, man. I ain't feeling that. There's a major difference between butter and mayonnaise, and I would bet my life on it. If we did a Russian roulette, grilled cheese, of 10 grilled cheeses, half of them are made with mayo, half made with butter, I would be able to pass that and live.
We know.
Thank you for the respect.
Your palate's on point.
Now, didn't you have some French onion mac and cheese or something?
I do have it. Damn.
You got all dressed fancy and forgot.
I will get it all over your clothes. Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
I don't want to fuck up your clothes. Okay. I have it. I do. Yeah. I didn't forget it, but it's still fresh. I can bring it in tomorrow.
Okay.
But I will get it on your shirt. I'm just being honest with you.
Okay. All right. That's nice. I'm taking care of my stuff. Look at that. Got here a comment from Jim. We were talking about how apparently Kim Kardashian had 4 psychics tell her she was going to pass the bar and then she failed it. I'm sure they would say, oh, no, we said eventually. Keep trying, girl.
She will keep trying, and eventually she will pass it. Is that how they're going to say, oh, see, we told you?
That'd be the little spin.
Yeah.
Is she going to pass it?
Dude, I don't think she's going to give up till she does.
All right.
That bitch is tenacious.
So Jim's question was, where were all the psychics on September 10th of 2001?
Good call.
It'd have been nice if just one of them would have said, hey, you're going to have a little problem tomorrow.
Well, that's when you start to prove to people psychic shit's real. If you're able to call something like that, predict it, and it happens, you're like, oh, shit, there might be something to that person.
Hey, look, I believe in intuition. I think there are some weird things that you can see and maybe, but to me, in what I've seen in all the cases, it's just so erratic that you don't even know. And I was even watching a special on a guy that the U.S. military used to actually even use because he had a premonition. He's like, I see Russian nuclear subs right here. And they're like, well, no, we don't have any reports of that. There's no way. And so they went and did a special investigation. They were exactly where he said they were. They're like, it evaded our radar. But still, even with him, they used him. They found he was maybe at best 40% accurate.
Wow.
So that was the problem where he had some kind of gift, but it just was not real reliable.
And did they come to him in a dream or like a vision when he was awake?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. He would have, and so it just was kind of unpredictable. It was just like an untamed, I'm seeing something, but I don't know.
Nobody bats 1,000, but I agree with you. I think some people just have more of an instinct or just tuned in emotionally a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that might be that might be what I think people get hung up on the word psychic when it really could just be you have great instinct about certain things more than your average person.
And there might be something where you can see things outside of the dimension. I think people that might work on it, maybe you refine it, maybe your accuracy becomes even better. But I just haven't seen yet a story about that person that's just when they say it, you can count on it. It's legit.
I just think, life is weird anyway. What the fuck is this? This is weird. None of us asked to be, show up here, and we just show up, and we kind of have to figure it out ourselves. So if this weird mystical thing is possible, why is it so insane to think something else of another realm could be possible? We're in a realm right here.
Well, no, we sound like we're smoking dope right here.
You holding?
No, but I know a guy. You know him too.
I know. Happy birthday.
There is one person, though, that he goes on. You'll see him a lot of times on the sports shows. Have you ever seen a clip of Oz the Mentalist?
Yes.
No.
This guy is unreal. Like, he is of a different realm where I think what he does, I don't even know how he does what he does. You got to see a clip. What he'll do, they'll have a whole football team, and oftentimes they meet kind of in a theater where the coach will be down at the bottom. It looks like what you would see in a college classroom that was, I can't what you call it, theater class or whatever.
Yeah, like a big auditorium classroom.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
And so he'll be standing at the bottom addressing an entire football team with a minimum of 45 to like 110 dudes. And he'll pick one out, like somebody raise their hand, and then he'll just be like, hey, what's going on? And then he'll have them, right? For instance, one I saw was the guy's like, okay, I want you to think about where you went to school. What was your favorite school? And so the guy, blah, blah, blah. He went through this whole thing and talked about it. Then he started saying things. He's going, was your teacher, blah, blah, blah? He's like, yeah. He's like, how do you know that? And then at the end of it, he's like, so was the name of your school? And he said the name, or the guy said the name. And he's like, you know how I knew that? And he took a blue light and shined it, and the name of the school was written across the guy's forehead. I'm like, how the hell did all this happen?
What?
This shit sounds like it's... I don't know, man.
Go check it out. You have to really see what he does and see their reactions to it. And they've talked to people, and they're like, I had nothing to do with this. I pulled it out. Check out Oz the Mentalist and some of the things he's done. I would like to get an explanation as to how this guy does what he does. Now, part of it might be just listening to what people say. We have tendencies. We reveal a lot of things, and maybe he has just worked his abilities so well that he does that. But he often has that, I don't know how that happened, where something will be written, the answer will be written in a shoe, and the person's shoe. It's like, how the hell did that get in there? Yeah, and maybe he does. Maybe he somehow gets these guys to act so surprised or whatever. But yeah, I would love to know, how does this guy actually pull it off?
Well, the only reason why I think I'm a little bit suspect on some of that stuff is I've seen so many specials on how they do stuff like that, where they have people asking questions that you don't see in the video before anything is going on, and they almost get information.
An earpiece.
Yes, or just there's ways to get information about everybody and everything.
So how the hell did they do that thing when it's on the forehead?
Yeah, there's stuff in there where you'll see, be like, all right, now how the hell did you do that? And then you're looking at these guys who are football players, not actors, and they're just freaking blown away. They can't even believe it.
Well, what's the guy's name? It always slips. The one that bent the spoons.
Uri Geller?
Yeah, and he was proven to be a complete fraud. But he had everybody in the palm of his hands believing he could really bend spoons and do all this magical shit. And that guy I was telling about you earlier, who was very against psychics taking money, especially people who are looking for loved ones and, praying on
answers.
Yeah, they want answers. And he goes, I have $1 million if you can do this right now with this spoon. And he's on a talk show, and he couldn't do it. And he had to give up. And he goes, yeah, my powers, it doesn't really work this way. He basically called him out and said, you can do it now. You get $1 million, and he couldn't do it.
Do it, bitch.
Yeah, that's a cool clip to watch too, just because there's like a tension there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've never heard anybody describe how this guy does it, but yeah, it's all over YouTube. Just go look for Oz the Mentalist. Yeah, one person said, he was just with the Buffalo Bills. He's done one with them.
That
Josh
didn't
Allen.
work.
Well, that's not what he does. He doesn't make you better. He just does kind of
Did
a thing where he reads your
fuck
mind.
up the Bills on Sunday?
Did he predict their loss?
Yeah, he's not the psychic. He's not whatever. You got to really see how he does what he does. It's really kind of crazy. Like he brings something out of you. How would he know that information? Something personal about you.
It sounds like he's a motivator, kind of motivational person that.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't even really understand why they have him in for all these football teams. So I'm like, I don't know what the football lesson is in this, but I guess it's just a mode of distraction or something. But yeah, that's especially where he likes to go.
You can Google the players and find out where they went to college.
That's just, I mean,
it's other stuff like, for instance, DK Metcalf, a football player, he actually got his old passcode right for his phone. So stuff like that. It's like, how does he do that kind of stuff?
Because I think people can do that shit now.
Here's an example.
I could wake you up middle of the night, hold out your finger. Would anybody here possibly know your code?
No.
Give me your finger. Watch this. Don't say a word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Now think, where do you move? Do you go up? Do you go down? Left, right, down, up. Look at that. He's not even breathing. You did the first number. You did the second number. Think where you go next. You went back. It's like you sprung back.
I kind of see what I think he's doing.
He's watching his eyes a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like we have tendencies and he watches patterns.
Right.
Like, imagine if you would watch somebody and you would be able to figure out what their passcode might be for their ATM because they give you all the examples. How do they move their eyes? Are they right-handed, left-handed? What is their tendency to go up, down, right, left, all that kind of stuff? And through that, and then you start thinking about what might matter to them. What would they do that would be their code?
Yeah, that's you're absolutely zoning in on how this works.
Yeah, that feels more of like how he does it. It's just this guy has perfected his skill to a level. Because look, he's out there. They're just rolling tape and they're recording. And I've never seen him miss. I've never seen it's like everything is just scripted out. I'm like, how the freak does this guy do it? And his success rate, I've always seen is 1,000.
Well, you even see it in police work. There's just some detectives out there that have an instinct of, because they're able to study people's tendencies better than this. They go, all right, that guy did this, he did that, blah, blah, blah. And that's how.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's an amazing skill. And if he taught that, I would love to just look at people's tendencies. Look at what they do because they are tipping their tendencies the entire time. I was reading something again today about, we did the rock, paper, scissors and I tried that thing out and it worked when I played it and I followed how they said to play rock, paper, scissors. They said, it's not a game of chance. They said, here are the tendencies of what people do. And if you understand, it's more a game of logic than anything else. And if you understand human behavior, you are going to be better at rock, paper, scissors than somebody else. There's actually strategy to it. Knowing that most people lead with rock, paper is the second that they go with, hardly ever lead with scissors. I'm like, okay, so they've studied and studies people's tendencies. And I think that's what this Oz the Mentalist has done. He's just a master of it.
That's why I love playing poker. Because some people are just, they're just good.
You'll see tendencies of what people do playing poker. And if you're good like Oz the Mentalist, you'd be like, I know what they're going to do. I can tell if they're bluffing, if they're not bluffing. I can tell you what kind of card they're going to play, how they're going to try to take this hand.
I love playing poker. Denny's and his wife, Jen, introduced it to me. It is so fun. I never thought I would like poker. I love it. And yes, we'll play with the group. And there's somebody that always has a tell. And I always know when they have shitty cards. And I know when they have tendencies.
You know right away if I had shitty cards, I'd be like, damn it.
You are the worst.
I'd be the worst poker player.
All you have to do with Virginia is go, what happened? And she'll just all of a sudden, she starts to smile. You would be fun to play poker with because I'd take your money.
In a heartbeat. You can read everything on my face. Everything in my brain is also on my face.
Oh, you would hate playing poker with me because I go in character and I don't shut it down. And my poker name's Showdown.
Showdown.
Yes. I usually wear an outfit like Kevin's wearing.
To showdown, hoedown.
That's right.
It's more about just fucking with your friends than winning.
Doug sent in this email. He said, Kevin, today is Veterans Day, which used to be Armistice Day. The day was to celebrate the end of World War I, and in 1918, the Treaty of Versailles set the end of the war at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, bringing to an end 4 years of what was a massive slaughter. Yet on that day, the generals treated it as just another day of warfare and ordered fighting to continue right up to the 11 o'clock. A French general angrily ordered the daily artillery barrage at 9 o'clock to continue. 2,700 soldiers plus were killed on the morning of November 11th, with the last American killed during an attack on a German position at 10:59 a.m. All were killed in useless fighting that morning. And the only thing the Treaty of Versailles did was to set up the Second World War in 1939. He said the first Armistice Day was proclaimed by Woodrow Wilson in 1919 when it changed to Veterans Day at the urging of American veterans by Dwight Eisenhower in 1954. There are going to be some specials today for our veterans who have done things like give their life for our freedoms that we have today. And if you are a veteran, you can go out and get some Starbucks. Yay.
You deserve it, but
That's right.
you should get, I mean,
You can't get that bear cup because that thing's sold out.
That's right. Even if you are a veteran, huh?
Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry, you fought for our country. You still don't get the damn bear cup.
Chipotle, Red Lobster, Applebee's, Shake Shack, Red Robin, Firehouse Subs, Smoothie King, and TGI Fridays. Just some of the places taking care of you today with a military ID. Veterans, you deserve it.
you absolutely deserve it.
You deserve it. And if we see you out, we're buying your lunch.
That's it. So there you go. Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. Thank you for your service. Y'all enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.